let's try this again. 2 minutes until the Crooked River Amateur Club Tuesday night net.
You had me worried there for a minute, KBSA.
Oh, if you saw my computer room right now, you know where I've been.
CCY wasn't worried at all.
Me either, KC8NOV.
Well, I was.
There's no need to fear. Oh, QP is here.
Oh, son of a gun.
Good evening. I'm calling all amateur radio operators. This is N80QP. Calling everybody for this Tuesday night VHF net. My name is Pat. My call sign is November 8, Oscar Quebec Papa. But you guys already know that. However, for the purposes of this net, we'll be using the club call of Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You don't have to be a club member. All you have to do is have the 2-meter privileges. All traffic will go through net control, and since this is an emergency traffic repeater or we do emergency traffic, we ask that you allow small breaks in your transmission so that that type of traffic can sneak in here if it needs to. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas, information, to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date with club meetings and happenings, and to enhance the net operating practice. I need a lot of practice, but that's beside the point. Well, I'm liable to get it this week. We'll discuss the weather later. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. local time. We will start with announcements and then ask for any check-ins from anybody that has announcements or information to general interest or of general interest to our net. Once that's completed, we will ask for regular check-ins, at which time I ask you to give me your call sign, repeated phonetically, and follow that by your name. When all check-ins are completed, then we'll take and repeat the announcements, do one final call for check-ins, and then close the net. Now, for the announcements, we have a couple coming. Tomorrow night is meeting night. We will be meeting at the church at 2406 Ardwell, Ardwell. That's Oak Hill Presbyterian Church for anybody that knows that area. And we'll be meeting. We're going to do a Skywarn net control, local net type of discussion and presentation. I want to take and make sure everybody's up to speed with the goings-on of our local Skywarn net. There's been a couple of announcements that are coming, and we want to just take and make sure everybody's on the same page with all this. Okay, next in line is April 5th, I think it is, whatever the first Wednesday in April is. That will be Mr. Scott Yonley. He's going to be coming in talking about the ARRL and some other stuff. Last time we had him in, he was a blast, so he had jumped at the chance to come in on Zoom again. So that will be something coming up. On dues are due as of February. You probably got till the 1st of April before we drop you from the roster. So if you want to keep on the roster, please make sure you get the dues to us. You're supporting our local club, and it's really appreciated. Skywarn net that was, or the Skywarn meeting that was scheduled from the NWS April 16th has been canceled. I will probably keep this announcement in for the next couple of nets, and then we'll drop it. But there's been some staff changes up there, and they're short about 6 people, from what I understand. So that's why they decided to cancel the meeting. It's got nothing to do with the current political situation around the federal places. I've been told to emphasize that. I think that's about all we've got as far as announced. Oh, one other thing, we do have this coming week. We are doing a testing session at 9 a.m. at the church. If you can, if you want to take the test, you want to get in amateur radio, if you're a scanner listener and want to get in with us, you can go to CRARC ham, H-A-M, that's all ran together, CRARC-ham.org, and there's a, you can fill out the registration. It's on a link off of that page. You'll see it. It's right about in the middle of the page. So far, I haven't got anybody signed up, so if you would like to take it, I really would like to hold the test, but of course we can't do it if nobody's going to come. I think that's about all the announcements I've got. Is there any other announcements out there that want to come before the net?
PSA with content.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Victor.
Go ahead, Keith.
Okay, there was another station jumping in there, so I paused. All right, upcoming Hamfest. Good place to spend your money at for the month of March. Nor's Winter Hamfest is March 9th. That's in Elyria, Ohio. The Toledo Mobile Association Hamfest and Computer Fair. That's in Perrysburg, Ohio, and that's March 16th. And we'll go take care of a couple Aprils here. April 5th is Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Hamfest, and that is in Cuyahoga Falls. April 12th was the Rio Grande, Ohio Hamfest, which has been canceled. And let me pause for a beep. And I'll try to scroll down through this calendar for contest. March 8th is Idaho QSO party for sideband, phone, and digital. That looks like it runs through the 9th. And Sunday the 9th is Wisconsin QSO party. That's on CW and phone. March 15th, the Virginia QSO party. Looks like it's a 2-day deal, and it's in CW, phone, and digital. There is a Russian DX contest for CW and sideband. That's on March 16th. And March 17th is a Bravo Alpha Radio Tango Golf HF RIDI contest. And that would be on RIDI on HF. Would you believe that? Hey, let me get another pause. March 22nd is the QCQ WPX sideband contest. And that's March 22nd, 23rd. And we'll see if we can get one more here. Nope, that'll cover it for March. Back to you, Pat, KAA-BSA.
Did you, by chance, have a trivia for us tonight?
Well, I'm trying. I just had to reboot that computer, and it's still... I don't think I can open the file yet, but I'll try.
Okay, we'll give it a couple seconds. There was one other set of announcements that I know is coming. Go ahead, Marty. The floor is yours. Okay, Marty, KCNOV. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Machine okay? Can you hear me, KCNOV?
You're a little scratchy. Are you just about home?
I'm just about to hit the top of the hill here, so give me a minute and I'll get back to you.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and open the net then for regular check-ins. Unless you have something for us, Keith.
No, give me a few more minutes here. The file's starting to open. Like I said, this is my slow computer.
Okay, no problem. Let's go ahead and open the net up. When Keith gets the trivia and Marty gets his announcements, we'll double back to them. If you'd like to check in with our net, please give me a call. This is W8CRC.
Number 8, November Hotel, Mark and Akron, in and out.
Okay, Mark, got you in and out. Everything okay?
Doing fine.
Okay, that's good to hear. Anybody else, please?
November 8, Romeo, Kilo, Echo, Larry, North Royalton. I'll be in and out this evening. Thank you.
Okay, got you, Larry. And you're in and out also. I'll write the name down here. Hang on a second. Larry. Okay, got that. Anybody else, please?
Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra, Steve, Water Falls.
WDBQS. Evening, Steve. Anybody else, please?
AAG, KG, John in Akron.
AAG, KG, John. Good evening, John. And let's see, let's take two more. We got them.
KB8, PRK.
Good evening, Ted. Good to hear you. And one more if we got it.
KG8, HAK Mobile, in and out.
KK8H Elmer, are you going to the meeting tomorrow night?
Most likely not, Pat. I'm still dealing with this cantankerous door. I'm going to probably have to work on it tomorrow evening. That way I can get in and out of my Jeep without climbing through the tailgate.
Okay, I wondered, we're doing that Skywarn thing tomorrow night. I was hoping to have you there. But that's all right. Let's take one more if there is any.
Try a bigger hammer.
KF8 CCY, Bob Akron.
KF8 CCY and Bob. Okay, we got that one. In and out. That one's in and out. That one's in and out. Okay, let's double back to Keith first and then Marty and see if the announcement's ready. Keith, anything on the trivia yet?
Alright, I probably did this one before I'm done for Go Trivia question hunting again. So, we'll try this one. This well-known politician ran for the White House, but was defeated. It would have been interesting to see a ham antenna on top of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Who is it? A. Barry Goldwater. B. John McCain. C. George Wallace. And D. Hubert Humphrey.
Okay. Mark me down for A. Barry Goldwater. KC8NLV, have you got anything yet?
AC8NOV in the group. Are we making it?
Good.
Hey, for those that don't know, KC8NOV, I am your Summit County Skywarn coordinator, as well as N8OQP being our Skywarn director. We like to get some Skywarn news out since Skywarn season is just around the corner. For those that are interested in Skywarn, Skywarn Awareness Week starts in March 19th or March 16th through the 22nd. That's a Skywarn Awareness Week from the NWS, where we get together on March 19th at 9:50 a.m. for a test on the radios to make sure everything is working. At that point, me or Pat will be on the air and holding nets at the 19th at 9:50 a.m. on this repeater break. We do hold Skywarn operations on this repeater, on the 146.64 repeater with the 110.9 PL. If there needs to be a backup, we will go to the 147.27 machine out of Cuyahoga Falls with a 110.9 backup. And if we have to, we'll go to 146.64 simplex if all fails, with that being the Skywarn operation. As Pat noted earlier, there was some schedule changes made due to training for the NWS, due to some budget cuts and personnel changes. So there has been no training for any of the counties at all for this year. There is going to be one online regular class and one online advanced class. The basic class online is March 10th at 4 p.m. You have to register online at weather.com with Cleveland/Skywarn to get onto that class on virtual class. There is also going to be a advanced virtual class break. For those that are already Skywarn spotters and certified, and if you want to get into an advanced class to up your skills a little bit, there is going to be an advanced virtual class, and that will be on April 21st at 4 p.m. Again, you'll have to schedule online, register online at that website. You could do that at any time, and they will send you a link for the class. For any Skywarn information, you can go ahead and go to sumsky.org if you want to know about anything about Summit County Skywarn. That is SUMSKY.org. Thanks, guys. KC8NOV.
Well, thank you for that, Marty. That pretty much. The one thing I would like to add, Marty and I had a discussion last night about with all the budget cuts and everything that are chopping the heads of some of the NWS off. We wondered about if there was actually going to be a Skywarn program. So I reached out to the director of the Cuyahoga County Skywarn, and they kind of oversee all the other counties. And I asked them if there was going to be an issue or if there was going to be any kind of changes that were in the works. And I got a very direct no. So it's business as usual, and hopefully we'll just keep doing what we're doing as far as the weather goes. All right, let's take and move on here. W8BQS. There's somebody I haven't heard from in a day or so?
W8BQS returning. Yeah, I was going to ask about the advanced class for the Skywarn, what the difference was basically. Could I just, for what Marty was saying, it's just going to be a little more in-depth in comparison to the original class, I guess. I was just a little bit wondering if there was a prerequisite for that one or not, but maybe it's just take the basic Skywarn class. That's about all I have. That was what I was going to ask, so that's why I wasn't in and out. So I'll be in and out now. W8BQS, be talking to you guys later.
Okay, hopefully we will see you tomorrow night. Marty, do you have an answer for him?
Sorry, give me answer A, KC8NOV. Answer A.
Steve asked what the difference was between the regular Skywarn training online and the advanced. Do you know much about that?
As far as I know, it's getting into what how the storms are developed and more strategic to what to look for, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah, it seems to me that we went through something like that before, and then they did quite a bit more with looking at radar images and that too. I thought that one was pretty interesting. I may have to go sit through that one again myself. But anyway, let's move this thing on here. KE8G or KA8GKG? KE8? Good grief. KA8GKG. Good evening, John. What's up?
Good evening, Pat, and hello to everyone in the group. Yeah, that is a tongue twister. I want to change that call. It was issued to me in 1978, and I hated it. As soon as I opened up the envelope and saw what they gave me, I thought, I hate that call sign. I finally got used to it, but anyway, enough of that. It did turn out to be just a spectacular day in early March today. My goodness. I felt like crap all day, but I looked out there and saw that sunshine, and I said, I know where I'm going. I headed out to my favorite two airports in Wadsworth, and I stopped in to say hello to everybody and check in on getting back in the air. And so, anyway, it was a fun afternoon at the airport. That's about all I did today. As far as the trivia goes, I'll go with, of course, Alpha Barry Goldwater. And I can tell you some stories about that. But I don't want to influence anybody's pick for the trivia question. We'll talk about that in another conversation. So that's all I have, Pat. I hope everything's going well. The way I feel, I'm not going to be going to any meetings. So I'm still hacking and coughing, and I just don't feel good. So I'm probably going to stay in tomorrow night. But you guys have a good meeting, and one of these days I'll catch up with you. 7-3 back to net control, KA8KG.
It will be on Zoom if you want to go to the, you can go to the website and click the link that's there on our date. I'm planning on putting it on Zoom just in case anybody wants to come in that way.
Okay, that's tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir, it's tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move things on here. I take it you did hear me, right, John?
Yes, I copy, fine.
Okay, no problem. KB8PRK, Mr. Ted. What's happening, Ted?
Well, not much. KB8PRK. I did enjoy the day today. I had my heavier, well, not real heavy jacket on earlier this morning, but boy, that came off pretty quick by noon. I think we hit 63 degrees today at Akron Fulton. That felt good. And there's more to come. We're going to get a taste here or there, but there's more to come. I'm going to go with Alpha on the trivia. And I think on Charlie, I think that was George Wallace. I think he was on 11 meters. So that don't count. Back to you there, Pat. KB8PRK.
He was on there talking to Lady Bird Johnson. Anyway, let's go ahead and move this thing on. Enough humor for one day. That brings us down to KF8CCY. Mr. Bob, what's going on, Bob?
Well, not a whole lot here. Just like everybody else, enjoyed the day. Worked on my antenna a little bit. Ground wire broke off. I hooked it back up on my HF antenna. Other than that, everything else is just going all hunky-dory. So I'll send it back to the net. This is KF8CCY 73s.
Yeah, I've had hunky-dory before. I'm not into the taste. Anyway, you have a good afternoon, sir, and we'll hopefully see this meeting tomorrow night. With that, we're at the bottom of the list, and we've hopefully got a couple more anyway. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC. I'll learn that call sign one of these days.
Kilo Echo 8, Lima, Romeo Kilo, George, and Akron.
Good evening, George. Let's go ahead and take them one at a time here. What's going on, sir?
Good evening, Pat, and everybody else out there. Hope everybody's doing well and enjoying this beautiful day. Not too much here, just hanging out with the dog. I did, however, pick up an 891, so furthering the amateur radio hobby. Out of the box, I was able to make some contacts without any settings at all, so I was pretty happy with that. So I'll be looking forward to talking with my colleagues there at the radio club to look for ideas for a field box. I'm looking to make this one a portable thing where I could throw it in the truck and take it wherever I want to go. So, pretty much it on my end. Regarding the trivia question, I will go with A Alpha, Mr. Goldwater. And with that, I'll give it back to you, Pat. K at LRK.
Okay, George, thanks for checking in with us. I'm trying to think who I know that's the best at putting a box like that together. I know I've seen some of Bob's work. It's pretty good. I'm not sure of anybody. The only other one I can think of is KA8OAD, and he's done several of the boxes before, and people usually go to him for information like that. So it might be worth a shot if he. Hopefully he'll be able to come up with something at the meeting here. Anyway, let's move it on here. Anybody else want to check in before we close this net up? If you do, please call W8CRC.
November 8, Zulu Romeo Papa, Brad Norton.
Zulu Romeo Quebec, was it?
Zulu Romeo Papa.
I didn't catch the last letter again.
Sorry, Zulu Romeo Papa.
Zulu Romeo Papa. Okay, we got that. Your name, sir?
That's Brad here in Norton.
Well, welcome, Brad. Nice to have you aboard here. Got anything for us tonight?
No, just letting everybody know I'm getting back in the hobby and my own stuff by tomorrow night.
Your audio is just a tad light, so I thought I heard most of getting back into the house. We reconstructing, or is it you're just getting moved into place?
No, I was just getting back in the hobby on that. The hobby. Amateur radio. So, yeah. So I plan on coming by to the meeting tomorrow, hopefully meeting you guys.
Okay, wonderful. That'd be good to see you. Look for me. I'm the tall guy that's sitting down all the time. But, all right. Nice to thanks for checking in with us. What do you got? What do you got as far as the radio now? What do you want?
Boy, I gotta shoot. Just got the flip back out here. Real quick. So. The TMD 700, the one with the orange display.
Yeah, I'm real familiar with that radio. I've had two of them in the past, but I ended up trading up a little bit. It's a good radio to start with.
Oh, portable carrying kit. Also got an ICOM K, 706 and K2 on right below it. So it's kind of portable kind of carrying case with a speaker on it. So I can carry it around. So yeah, it's pretty much my main gear that I was operating with when I was active. So something that you do. So.
Yeah, it's not like this hobby isn't expensive. They tell you it isn't to get into, but once you're past them gates, man, it can get pricey quick. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on unless you have something else.
Oh, no problem. I'll see you guys tomorrow. NHCRC.
Hey, Brad. Too good to have you aboard here, like I said. We'll hopefully see you tomorrow night. Anybody else want to check in before we close it up?
KF8CCY recheck.
No. Go ahead, Bob.
Forgot the trivia question. question, so I'll just go with the crowd, go with A.
That's what I went with. That's all you need?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if there's anyone up there. If not, we'll reread the trivia, or we'll reread the announcements, do the trivia, do a last round of calls, and then close her up for the week. Anybody else want to come in? You're more than welcome. Please call W8CRC.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike, Chariot, Portage Lakes.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike. Where have I heard that call sign before? Evening, Mr. Carey. Welcome aboard.
Oh, good evening there, Pat, and everybody on the net. And just, in fact, I've been busy this evening. My older brother passed away here last Thursday, and it's been busy. Anyway, enough of that, but it was a beautiful day today. I went out and rode my e-trike I put 14 miles on it today. It was just a beautiful day. I had 65 degrees here this afternoon. It was just, well, it's coming. That's we'll get plenty of those days here in the weeks ahead. There's no doubt. Anyway, and I'll go with old Barry Goldwater. I think he was a ham, so I'll go with A on the trivia. I think I've heard it before, but it's I know he was a ham. Anyway, that's all I have, Pat, so I'll turn it back to Ned. Everybody have a great evening there, and I guess we'll have to listen to what our president has to say this evening. He's supposed to be on the news, so I guess we'll listen to that. So anyway, everybody have a great evening. Turn it back to you, Pat. W8CPM.
Hey, Harry, good to hear you, man. It's good. This is a good way of getting away from the news, you know. Always enjoyed that. And as far as weather goes, yeah, we're in for some warm weather, but we're also in for those things called thunderstorms. They're saying tomorrow night, I think, which is pretty adequate, there's no such thing as a coincidence, but there's going to be a coincidence tomorrow night. Because we're going to get weather, and those two Skywarn people for this county anyway are going to be doing a presentation. So, yeah, it should be fun. Nothing else will do a net right in the middle of it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move on here. Anybody else want to check in? And then we'll rewrap things. Hearing nothing. Remember, there's a meeting tomorrow night. We will be doing a Skywarn local Skywarn meeting. This what we're planning on entailing there. A little bit of everything as far as what you should do locally, what net controls we're looking for, that kind of stuff. So should be a good one, and I hope you can attend. I will be on Zoom. I'm planning on hooking Zoom up because I've had a request from somebody to have it there. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. Remember the next meeting, or the first meeting in April, we'll have Scott Yonley. We'll be doing some stuff on ARRL and that. We do have the possibility of doing a testing session for those of you that want to upgrade, or any scanner listeners that want to get their licenses or anything like that. If you want information on that, go to CRARCHAM, CRARCHAM.org, and about in the middle of the page it'll tell you look up, or you can look up the dates on the next testing sessions. So give that a shot. With that, I think that's all the announcements I had, other than the Skywarn stuff that Marty had and what Keith gave us in the beginning. So remember, there is no Skywarn meeting in April. It's all going to be done online. I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and wrap up the trivia. Keith, I'll turn the floor over to you, sir, and you can let us have it.
Whiskey Charlie Romeo Charlie, this is KABSA. Well, I got a couple content things I added too. So, we'll read the trivia question. This well-known politician made a run for the White House, but was defeated. It would have been interesting to see ham radio antennas on the roof of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Who was it? Okay, Hamfest coming up. Let's see here. Let me switch over to the Hamfest tab. For March 19th is the Nor's Winter Hamfest, and that's in Elyria, Ohio. March 16th is the Toledo Radio Association Hamfest and Computer Fair in Perrysburg, Ohio. April 5th is the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club 69th Hamfest in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And yes, I purposely didn't give the answer yet. And contest coming up. This contest corral here. Idaho, let's get the right state there. QSO party is on March 8th, and that's CW phone and digital. And it looks like it's a two-day event. And then we'll go down to the Virginia QSO party, CW phone digital. That's March 15th. And March 16th is the Russian DX contest on CW and sideband. And I'm going to do this phonetically. Bravo Alpha Romeo Tango Golf HF RTTY contest. And would you believe that's RTTY? That's on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. March 22nd is the CW or CQ WPX contest sideband. And scroll down a little bit further. That's it. All right, the trivia question.
Go ahead.
Answers were A. Barry Goldwater, C. John McCain, C. George Wallace, and D. was Hubert Humphreys. And if you guessed K7 UAG, Barry Goldwater, you're right. And I believe, no, K7 UGA. Let's get it right. It's a chemical, it's a periodic element for gold. And everyone got it right? Back to you, Pat, KAPSA.
Okay, sir. That about does it for me this week. Let's take one more round of check-ins if there is any, and if not, we'll go ahead and close it up. And I got a feeling there might be an RKA floating around out here somewhere. If you'd like to check into our net, especially N8RKA, you're welcome to. Please call W8CRC. Okay, he must have found something better to do. Anyway, we'll go ahead and start to close down the net here. Remember tomorrow night that we do have a slight chance of some thunderstorms. So if Skywarn is needed to be active, you'll probably all find out about it anyway. But stay tuned to your local weather forecaster. With that, and preparing to close this net, I'd like to thank everyone that took the time to join us tonight. Without your participation, we'd have no net. This has been N8OQP. My name is Pat, and it's been my pleasure to run this evening's net. I will go ahead and close this net with 14 check-ins. It's been the most I've had for a while. And I'm going to return a repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie, closing the net at, looks like, oh, we ran long tonight. 7:43 local time. 7-3 all, and hopefully catch you tomorrow night. N8OQP.